So I figured it would be fun to do an art stream, and what do you want? Fuck. Okay. Whatever, we're ignoring that. I figured it would be fun to do an art stream, but I couldn't figure out how to get the software to work. Well, I could, but I'd have to download stuff, and I'm still on my mother's iPad. Well, it's my iPad, but my mother pays for it. So I need her permission to download things, and I'm not doing that. Low key. She's not very supportive of my YouTube journey. Like, she'll let me do it, but I'm not allowed to get anything new for it. So I figured this would be, you're going on silent. Figured this would be a good replacement. Sort of as practice, you know, I kind of want to practice, like, saying stuff on stream. Or not on stream, but, like, while I draw. To sort of, like, practice, because I'm sure talking while drawing isn't easy. That is not what anemone. That is not what her horns look like, low-key. So I figured it can't be easy. See, I'm already messing up. But, so we're doing this to practice. Another reason I'm doing this is because I hear AI can do speed paints now, and I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea. And I figured this will be harder for an AI to fake. So every once in a while, I'm just gonna do this as sort of like, I guess a safeguard against, that. I'm really not sure how AI speed paints work, but I'm sure it's very difficult for them to replicate one that is, sort of like live time, in real time. Not in real time, just like not sped up in any way. But maybe that's just me guessing. But I'm sure it's harder for them to replicate stuff like this, which is why we're doing it. I don't know that much about AI. I'm gonna be fully honest. I'm bad at recognizing AI. I'm bad at, like, I don't know that much about it. I know a lot more about the word AI than I know about, like, picture AI, if I'm being fully honest. But that's because I'm interested in language. Like, for some reason, word AI doesn't get me down as much. Well, not word AI. Y'all understand what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be fully for real. You know what I'm talking about. Jeez, I feel kind of sick, honestly. It's, as I record this, it's the Tuesday after MLK Day. I might be coming down with something. Cause I was sitting outside in a very cold Topgolf on on Saturday. No, Sunday. It was Sunday. So I think I might have become ill because of that. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna yap about. Usually in real life I yap about the bone season, but I don't yap about the bone season on this channel that often. And I actually got an ask in my Tumblr asks about that exact, thing. Sort of like a, hey, if you left, Warrior Cats for the bone season, why do you never yap about the bone season? There's several reasons. There's several reasons for that. One, as soon as I hear the words Arcturus Meserthem, even if they are coming out of my own mouth, I immediately want to start yapping about how baby girl and full of riz and charming and handsome Arcturus Meserthem is, because I am in fact a simp, and I don't want to edit all that out. I hate editing. I hate editing so much. That's why my videos are so under-edited. You can tell what part of the production I hate. And I don't want to edit that out. And two, I'm gonna be honest, the bone season is kind of out of my depth. Like, it's not out of my depth that I can't understand what's going on. I very much can understand what's going on. But my reading comprehension just isn't at the point where I can analyze the text and give you something about it. I can summarize, but I don't want to summarize. I want to, I say that as I recently put out a video that's just a summary of Spiritfarer. But that wasn't meant to be an analysis. That was meant to be a, hey, you should read Spiritfarer. Jeez, that was meant to be like a, hey, you should watch the Bone season. I hate myself. That was meant to be a, hey, you should play Spiritfarer. See, third time's the charm. This is why we don't go on stream yet. Jeez, I'm tired. I'm tired. But that was meant to be more of a, it was meant to be a, hey, you should play Spiritfarer, not a, let me analyze Spiritfarer, because, like, the point of Spiritfarer is, nothing can be forever, blah, 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 blah. See, I can analyze Spiritfarer, but I don't want to, because Spiritfarer is kind of sad. Spiritfarer is very sad. Like, half the characters have cancer. One of the characters has died of lung cancer, still smoking. We love you, Gwen. We love you, Gwen. I actually told a friend that I had canon Gwen is trans because, it's a female deer with antlers. Like, that doesn't happen. At least not about the deer that's around here, at least. Maybe there's some species of deer that, I don't know about. But, it's just like, you'll headcanon any Gwen is trans. I'll be like, yeah, actually. Because there's two Gwens I headcanon as trans. Hey, trans headcanons do not ruin characters for you. Anyways. I'm drawing an enemy right now. But it's the misconception we're drawing the misconception version of her because I got this idea from SilverT68 or 86, one of the two. I'll link it. I'll link their channel in my description. But I don't know their pronouns, so I'm just gonna use they, them. But I got the idea from SilverT, and I wanted to do it. So, I asked some people on Tumblr if they had any, and they handed me, there were two anemone ones. Not enough, half of the answers I got were anemone. I hate her fucking name. I'm sorry. This isn't a bit. I'm deadass. I can't pronounce it. I hate my life. I'm an anemone. I'm an anemone defender. Some people think that she's obnoxious, and I will give you that, but, if you were sheltered your entire life, you would be obnoxious too. So I try and give her some grace. She's still, a little bit insufferable at times, but there are worse characters. I'm gonna be fully for real. She gets a lot of shit, and rightfully so, but I don't really like hating on her. I like her. She's she's neat. I think that she's neat. Okay, she's not my favorite character, but you go, queen. You go off. Okay, she goes off. I like her. Jeez, I'm tired. I just had a cup of coffee. Why am I so sleepy? Jeez. Ow. I fell asleep at my little recording thing. So yeah, I wonder, like, I don't know why I've been so tired recently. But I feel better now. For the most part, I got some food in me. Whether or not that was some good food, is yet to be determined. But, guys, I have beef with boiled cabbage. Okay. Like, where are we having this? For the 7th. This is the 3rd time that we've had this in the past, like, 2 weeks. Okay, there is no reason. You know what's, I don't care how cheap it is, you know what's cheaper? Green beans, and that's a superior vegetable, okay? I don't care how Ukrainian my mother is, I am never eating boiled cabbage as soon as I get out of the house. What the hell? Anyways, on another note that is not related to, boiled cabbage, I don't know what to talk about. See, this is why I'm doing this. I need to practice my, need to practice drawing and whatever, drawing and talking and all that stuff. And, not gonna get any practice if I don't do it, so, yeah. Does that look like... Yeah, that looks like an earring. Hold on. I always found it weird how in the Wings of Fire universe, so many characters just have their ears pierced even if they don't wear earrings. Like, I need to charge this bitch. Hold on. But, like, I find it weird how... I find that weird. I think I've mentioned that, previously. Like, in previous videos. But, like, I do find it a bit strange that, we have... I'm gonna sleep so horribly tonight. Listen, I did school. I forgot to take my meds this morning. So I was pretty distracted for school, I'm gonna be for real. And then I get home, right? I make myself some ramen and sit down to sort of draw and record and all of that. Like, I fall asleep magically. Well, I guess not magically. I was sitting on a bed. I fall asleep. I wake up, and dinner's on the table, and it's boiled frickin' cabbage again. I'm sorry, I really don't like... I don't like boiled cabbage. Let me put my signature, hold on. Signature, second attempt, let's go. That's not good. What kind of artist am I? I can't hide my signature. Well, we'll do it later, hold on. I have been planning on... I do want to sign my work more. But, like, I just took a 4-hour nap. I am not gonna sleep well tonight. I have insomnia. I have trouble falling asleep most nights. Now, some nights I will admit, some nights I do sneak my iPad up into my bed and I draw. But last night was not one of those nights, so I guess I just had one of those days today. Probably because of the long weekend, honestly. Me and my mom watch House. Honestly, we probably should not have watched that extra episode of House. Why does my brother giggle like his laugh is so freaking high pitched? It bothers my ear holes. Jeez, I'm tired. Maybe somebody hexed me. I don't know. Come on. Jeez, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm gonna put some background music behind this in After Effects, but other than that, I don't want to edit it that much. Let's see, what can I yap about? I've run out of things to yap about. I think falling asleep made me lose my train of thought, to be honest. Turn the brightness up, I can't see shit. Crazy how falling asleep can do that. Jeez. I'm not gonna have a fun time. I am not gonna have a fun time falling asleep tonight. Jeez. Yeah. Anyways. Can you imagine? See, this is why I'm glad I didn't live stream, because what if I had fallen asleep at a live stream? That would have sucked. Well, I'm sure there would have been more flashing colors. So it would have been more difficult. But still would have been crazy. Would have been crazy. Come on. Ouch. I don't know. I'm tired. Jeez, how am I still tired? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm still tired. Jeez. I only need to color this and then I'll probably be done. So. Today we're doing all pink, anemone, or however the fuck you pronounce your name. Which I feel like is gonna be kind of a nightmare to color, low key. So I'm really not super psyched about it. All pink anemone. I guess it'd be possible if she was like albino, I guess. Well, albino would make her white. Maybe if like the scales are pink underneath whatever pigment. But then like why would it be pink? I don't know. Maybe because their guts are pink. So an albino Ice Wing would be blue. I don't think that's how that works. I should probably Google it before I go around spouting that like it's a fact. Yeah. Yeah. I really need to finish up the third Bone Season book. Mostly because, for my own sanity, I want to get to book 5 by the time book 6 comes out. Both for my own sanity and so that I'm caught up and can take part in Tumblr discussion okay? But there's really not that much of a fandom for it, so we can't have fun discussions such as, does Paige have Stockholm Syndrome? Do the Rephium have balls? Are the Rephium technically considered vampires? Or are we being, like, or are we hogging that definition for the ones that only drink blood? Are we, like, can we please? Also, as an artist, I am forced to shoulder the great weight of probably, I swear to God, I'm not the only artist in that fandom. I'm the only artist in that fandom that posts on YouTube. I will shoulder this great weight. Actually, there could be others. If there are others, they are definitely... Oh, can you hear the clock tower in the background? You probably can't hear that. I can hardly hear it. Listen, there are definitely probably some other, like, other artists that do bone season stuff, okay? I'm not denying that. However, I will say that they are, in fact, too small to show up on the search bar function. Let's make her salmon. No, that's too dark. Well, what if we just made this like a raspberry and then switch the colors around? Yeah. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I will shoulder this great responsibility. Okay. The first thing, I'm making a PMV right now, like at this moment. Not at this moment. As you can see right now, I'm drawing for a video. But I am making a PMV. Currently the plan is to have it go up on Valentine's Day, but I might be late. But it's gonna be to the bone season, or for the bone season, rather. And then after that I might do a spoof Rasputin AMV, but it's not gonna be to the whole song. It's just gonna be to the first part, because he is in fact the lover of the Underqueen and does in fact have too many simps, and I say that as an Arcturus simp. He's got a lot of simps, but in real life and in the books, everyone's always like, wow, Arcturus is so attractive. It's a shame that he's XYZ, sigh. We need more men out there like Arcturus. I need someone to be like, oh, I am no god, but I would build you a temple. Oh, I don't know why that's the voice I picked for Arcturus. He would not sound like that. He would not, in fact, sound like that. He would not have a high-pitched voice. Well, maybe he would, but it would not be that high-pitched. It would not be a falsetto, okay. He's suave and mysterious, okay. I'm pretty sure he has a British accent, low-key. I can work with that, but I am in fact an American. Yeah. I am in fact an American. Like, we need more men out there with a good vocabulary. Okay. Listen. That's why I've been working on my vocabulary. I know it doesn't sound like it, because I don't use it in videos, but I know my big words, okay. I have a friend who doesn't know what hyperbolic means, so I think I'm ahead of my peers. We need a better education system, okay? We need a better education system so that more men can rizz me up. Or women. More people of both genders can rizz me up with their knowledge of the English language. Okay, listen. This stream is probably very incomprehensible to anyone. Anyone listening, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Just bought a new coat and we're eating boiled cabbage. Sorry. Mom, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I'm not sure if I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to censor that out if the fucking microphone picked up on that shit. Jeez. I don't know. Let's do like a dark purple for the horns. Valentine's Day dragon. Let's see. I'm giving her blue eyes. I don't care what anyone says. Guys, how do you feel about my music career? I would actually like to make music. I had to make some in a computing class. And I did enjoy myself. Was the music good? I don't know. Good is subjective. It wasn't My Chemical Romance, but it was decent. Yeah. Speaking of My Chemical Romance, hey, Samantha Shannon, if you're watching, I have a list of media you could include on the banned list for Scion. If you want like new options, you could put My Chemical Romance on there. Five Nights at Freddy's would absolutely be banned. Did y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? That's my brother. Five Nights at Freddy's would be banned. Undertale would be banned. Spiritfarer would be banned. I'm just naming video games. Well, the soundtrack for Spiritfarer would be banned. Let's see. What else? The Oh Hellos would absolutely be banned. Who else? I can't think of anyone else right now. See, those are just some ideas. I have more ideas. They're like stored up in my noggin, okay? Mention My Chemical Romance, please. I need it. I need it for totally no reason. Just like emotional reasons, not like anything related to the timeline. You know, the timeline. Like, those who know. Those people who know. And they know the exact reason why I want this goddamn... They know exactly why I want that goddamn band to be in the goddamn universe. It's so that we can have goddamn Scion 9/11, okay? Which is true, actually. So, I might censor out the word 9/11. Low key. I'm not sure what we can say. But basically, for those who don't know, and for those who do know, like, sit through it. It's gonna be like 1 minute. The reason My Chemical Romance became a thing is because, Gerard Way saw, the Twin Towers fall and was so, like, emotional about it, he started a band. And, you know, so if there was a Scion My Chemical Romance, there would be Scion 9/11. Well, it doesn't happen in Scion, cause Scion is Britain, so it would be American, it's still American 9/11. But like, come on, maybe it'd be cool, okay. 9/11 confirmed in Bone Season Universe? Question mark? Yes, absolutely. Listen. I love My Chemical Romance. I'm going to see them in August. I got tickets. I'm going to Nashville, which, like, I've never been to Nashville before. Or at least I don't remember being in Nashville, but no, don't do that. I don't like the way that she looks, low-key. Well, we can fix it up with lighting. Let me see. Blotter ink? What is this? Hold on. I got some new brushes recently. Anyways, we're back. I'm probably gonna need to cut that interaction out. Hold on. The lighting I struggle with. I do not struggle with shading so much anymore, but lighting is hard. Lighter color? Color dodge? What do you want from me? Okay, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, as I was saying, it would be so neat if My Chemical Romance was in the Bone Season universe. You should make that decision 100%. You should. You absolutely should. I love this series. It changed my life, okay? And I know that's like a cringe thing that book readers say. Like, if someone said that about Harry Potter, I'd be like, haha. But it did change my life, okay? I love it. Where is the multiply? Where's the multiply button? There it is. I know you're not supposed to shade by using one color in a multiply layer, but that is in fact what I do. You can sue me. I've tried to get better at rendering recently, so for more rendered pieces, I do use the overlay layer. But for like a really simple piece, I really don't see the problem with using the frickin' multiply layer. And that is not an excuse to go into my comments and tell me the reason why that's a problem. You see, if I wanted to know that's a problem, I'd ask Google. Or I'd ask the nerds at Reddit. Or I'd ask Tumblr. There's like a million places I would ask. I would not ask my comment section. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Pink anemone. Pink anemone. Oh, wait, no, I forgot. Hold on. Let me just add that. Now it's pink anemone. Always gotta forget the little shadow under there. Let me get that too. Let me get that. I can get that.